light in here. So I guess the snow prevented everybody, all these lazy motherfuckers from coming out, Dad. I don't know what you think about that. Mike, what you think, Mike? They all lazy? They didn't come out, play in the snow? Huh? What you got to say?
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm here.
Let's go.
Ay, papi.
You gotta talk that shit. I like when you talk that Spanish shit, baby. See them? What they call me? Hey. Hey, Trey, we talking about to the club?
You ready? Yeah, okay. All right, bring it on up to the stage. We're gonna bring on Rutt. Right. He's a favorite here at the Hula Bar. Here he comes.
All right. Hey, Hula Bar. All right, all of three. All right, that's cool with me. First thing I like to do is I read some of my blogs, and some of you got upset about me saying the fifth fucking F-A-G-G-O-T word. So I'm going to apologize for saying the F-A-G-G-O-T word. But it's a joke. You guys got to remember, it's a freaking joke. Some of you have a lot harsher things in your life, preferably in front of you than behind you, than what the hell I said. It was a joke. These are jokes. Wear longer sleeves. All right. Now, speaking of sleeves, I'm rolling the sleeves up because I know I'm about to dive into some shit here. I'm tired of hearing all you skinny sons of bitches try to be the best health instructor for those guys like me who don't need your information. You'd always talk, I'm walking in the supermarket and I'm always here hustling. So I look and there's a little skinny guy, girl. Nowadays it's hard to tell from a distance. And he's talking to a fat guy. And the fat guy got his head down. And I'm listening, so I get a little closer because anytime I see a fat guy with his head down, I want to know why. Seeing as we're too sexy to have our head down.
Because we job.
Yeah, because we're sexy. We're goddamn fatsexual. That's what I call it, fatsexual. So she's trying to build him up by putting him down about his weight. Okay. Good to see you, bro. And meanwhile, his low esteem's going down. She's using for instances like, you want to live an extra life. You can live longer if you lose weight. Well, I'm tired of hearing all this shit about losing weight does this for you, losing weight does that for you. I'm going to give that, so I tell all the fat guys from here on out, when one of those skinny sons of bitches come to you telling you how skinny is healthy, you just look at her and say, well, how healthy was it to that motherfucker in the Green Mile? He used to be a big guy, got skinny and died. All right? I hope I piss him off. Where is he at now for getting skinny? The more shit he ate, he got sick, he had a heart attack, he died. He was a healthy motherfucker before that. Wait, once you get to Hollywood, hey, you gotta get skinny and fit, my man. I want to see you again, bro. And, he was skinny before that. He was healthy before that, and also he starts eating all these healthy preservative trees, leaves. Women? Maybe not. But all of a sudden he's dead. Right? Jackie Gleason, another one. After smoking the band, he started getting skinny, dead than a motherfucker.
What about
John Goodwin? Hold on. John Goodwin, he's on his way out. Look how skinny he is. Got all that shit hanging. I don't know, This is my opinion. Just like in America, that's one thing they can't take away is my skin color and my opinion. I gives a fuck. All right? So I'm tired of all these skinny people talking about, you should eat healthier because you'll live longer. Well, if that motherfucker got the dibs on when I die, let me know so I can eat more. Either way, I'm gonna die. If I get skinny, I'm gonna die. They keep saying you're gonna live a happier life. Well, give me a timeline, you son of a bitch, so I know what's going on. That's just one. I'm on a roll today. I'm sitting in my think corner over there, Most people wake up early morning, a cup of coffee, and a smile. Well, I wake up to a motherfucking marijuana blunt and a cup of coffee. I'm gonna say a happy woman because I don't have one anymore. If I got a woman, she's blowed up and she's tired. All right. But I'd rather have one of those than one of those. David, what's that? What do you mean one of those? Well, one of those. There's
kind of girl that's kind of like a hemophiliac. One prick and she's all gone.
Oh, no, bro. No. I really want them like a poster stamp. I just don't want a relationship. Just want to be licked, stick, and son on their way. But thanks, Mike. Things I teach my kids today. My granddaughter came over this weekend. I had my granddaughter this weekend. And everything in my house is now rearranged. My computer now speaks Korean. Don't ask me.
K-pop.
No, she don't like K-pop.
You like K-pop, honey?
She don't like it on the computer. My granddaughter does not like K-pop on the computer. Right now, I'm just all over the place because my set I really didn't want to do until I had it fluctuated. But right now, I'm just all over the place. I want to get back to fat people. Tired of us being miserable. We fit clothes. The clothes don't fit fat molds, goddammit, it will fit. Might take us a little bit. The lady showed us how to lay down the pool. You know how a fat man ties his shoes? Takes a deep breath for about 10 seconds, gets the first one, comes back up, we go. It kind of looks like Richard Simmons, like this. One. Two, and Lord forbid if he has to go down 3 or 4 more times. That's a cardio exercise right there. Cardio exercise. Got a friend in California, she likes asses. Name's Marcella, she's only 4 foot, whatever. She'll actually come up and sniff your ass. And she's got an ass fetish, son. She said, yeah, hi, Marcella, shout out to you ass bandit. And she goes, I bet you I can take you down. She's only 150 pounds, that's my road dog. I said, girl, I would take all this ass, put it on your chest, and the rest of it smother your nose. No, so she tried. So we wrestled. I threw her down, and I sat on her. Right? So I sat on her. She'll tell you, I put all this on her. She could really poop on this ass all up from the nose down to the chin. And she said, I got like, tap out. Tap out before I fart and blow you an afro. No. She's still down, so she wouldn't tap off. So when she didn't think in fact they could twerk, should have. And every time I went like this, her hair went like this. Hey, by the time I got off her, she was half Mexican, half brother. This half was nappy, other half was straight. And she was my dog, but she always wanted to wrestle. Ain't no taller than nobody. But she always come up and she'll sniff your ass. It didn't matter who she was. She had an ass fetish. Her husband right now, he goes to sleep with a chastity belt. She told him, so I'm going to take it from you. I said, God damn, you ain't in prison. And my boy, hey, Hero. Hey, needless to say, he's like 6'5". About like my son's size. But he drank. We drank. Shut up over there. We drank so much I had to call my son to tell him how much I love him. Never drink with Andy. But, shush, I'm doing it. So anyway, she's going around. She likes to sniff asses. I said, what do you do? Ask them, tell them what they had for dinner? How about breakfast? I said, if I shit right now, you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. You know? And, well, like I said, let's go back to my granddaughter coming over this weekend. My granddaughter's coming over this weekend. Mike was there this weekend. And I'm up at 7. I go to my man corner, careful, tell you, smoke me a blunt. I got to go to the bathroom. And I'm not talking pee. I'm talking 5.0 on the Richter scale when a fat man's stomach is rumbling in California. And there's always, I'm serious, there's always somebody in the bathroom or someone younger that has to go before you. I got to run. Kenzie goes in. She's quick.
The little one.
Yeah, she was quick. I didn't catch on number 2. My older granddaughter, she goes in.
Hey, what's up, Mark?
How's it going?
Did you need to send that part?
You know it's going to be a long time because she's in there singing the Chipmunks or something. The Smurf. Da, la, 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 oh, da, la, la, la. So now I'm down there doing the pee-pee dance. And you know, with big guys with an ass like this, and you trying to block it from coming out, and every step you take is like a squeaker. And then you're trying not to fart, but with the ass like this, it's coming out the top, it's coming out the bottom, it's coming out the sides, it's blowing your pants up like this, and the back of your shirt all looking like a goddamn windbreaker. I'm like, son of a bitch, I gotta go, baby girl, come on, I gotta go. And she's like, I'm almost done, Grandpa. So another 5 minutes pass. You know, a woman's almost done. So I'm like, now I'm bending over. I got the pants. I'm like, please, baby girl, come out of there. You know, I'm praying to God, and I'm letting all kinds of wind. If you're standing behind me, and you see all this ass, you ever fly through the Grand Canyon in the wind tunnel? It sort of looks like that, brown too. You know, it's fucked up, I'm telling you. So she finally comes out, I whiz past her. At the same time, I barely get my pants down and enough time to hit the toilet. So now I'm sitting there, and I hear my granddaughter outside the door go, she's singing, she like, nobody. She actually went, nobody knows. And I was like, I said, you singing that slave song? You singing that slave song? She said, no, Grandpa. This McKenna says, no, Grandpa, this seems appropriate for all you're going through. So now, you know, and then so I get on the toilet and I let this big whiff. I mean, it was so good the incense went out. You know, you like the little incense and the glaze spray wouldn't work. Shaking the son of a bitch and like leaving me a note. I'm not coming after that shit. That sounds terrible, right? You know, all that ass you got, I know it's got to be napalm. So it wouldn't work. The damn match wouldn't strike. The big wouldn't flick. I couldn't even get an Indian in there to help me out with the smoke signal. I don't know if it was bad or not. All my senses were totally deaf from the noise. So I'm sitting there, and I let that big whiffer. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, things you wouldn't do in prison. Because I've been there. One guy in prison let a big loud one. Boom! One guy across the way, because I live in the dorm, the guy across the way in prison said, who's that talking sexy? I was waiting for him to, I dare you over here. You know, you don't want to say things like that in prison or do things like that. You know, they always see my big buddy. When they come in, one guy says, are you gay? I looked at him and says,
Shit, I didn't get the...
not on this record. Hey, I'm sorry. You can bone who you want to bone. You can love who you want to love. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. That's on you guys. If you want to love a man, love a man. I seen what we do. We bite, we pick, we scratch, we eat, we pluck. That's some nasty shit. But anyway, now you can love on a woman. I'm a hypocrite. Now, goddamn it, I'll watch. If you ask me, I'll tag in. I don't care if it don't get hard or get heavy. I'm mashing it. I'm gonna give a damn. You know. But other than that, man, it's been a ho-hum weekend for me. Especially, you know, I have my sister in them over. And the first thing she says all the time is, well, you can suck my dick. That's what my sister say. And I just look at her. And these common 3 words. Why don't you do it yourself? You're double jointed. That's all right.
All right.
Thanks, Rutt. Appreciate it. That was good. That was good. Thank you for coming up. Thanks for coming back to Hula Bar. All right. Alright, we'll bring up some.
She gon' change, think what the fuck her name is. Couple years, bitch got famous. Big brain, but the bitch move brainless. She ain't that cute, but stainless. To the head like bitch, come up off that. New watch, that's me, come up off that. AP, look at me, bitch, you lost that. Yeah. Put it in the air, bitch, I'm everywhere. Off white, 9, 7 years, that's my favorite year. Bitch, you can't compare, just to make a fair. Diamonds in my ear, only God who ever feared. I ain't never scared, Nigga, come for me, I'll leave this whole block.
Right, and you're in the passion of it. And okay, it's maybe it's you and the blow up dog, whatever. And you're really in the passion of it, and you're getting into it, and you know you and the blow up dogs been going at it for a while, John. I don't like the noise after you've been going for a while. It sounds kind of like that balloon when you're really hitting off and you're. So for hours, I wouldn't talk to him. You say nothing to me either. John, I want to do something, and I did the research. I'd be liking to do something for St. Patty's Day. We're going to kill the myth that there is no blacks in Ireland. There is. I know a pimp right now. If I was to call him up, he'd pull on his hoes, Shaquanda, Shaniqua, Sinead, and David. And he calls them every morning. He wakes up, oh, top of the morning to you. I wonder where me holes at. Some of them are pinning my arse. Some of them are pinning my nuts. But none of them are pinning where my pockets are. And that's all we got to say about that. Look, there you go.